How does philosophy help us understand what life is? If we have the free will to choose the perception we have of life, we have the free will to choose how we define life, verbalize what we understand life to be. Many would object to the idea of our defining life. They believe such an action is blasphemous. However, if we look at how we define life presently, we would quickly discover that we do not do so. The most significant aspect of our existence, life, for the most part, is not defined. You will find characteristics that tend to describe life. You will find generalities about living things and what they can do, but one will not find a definition of life. Curiously enough, biology, a major branch of science, has devoted itself to the study of life. However, biology doesn't define this elusive concept. In fact, it does not even understand what it is studying. We haven't obtained a unified view of life that faith, observation, and reason all embrace. Interestingly enough, these three have come to agreement upon when the essence of the human is no longer present in the body, when the presence of the individual has left the body. They have all come to agreement that this can be identified as the point at which the brain wave of the individual becomes flatlined. The body may still function with the aid of technology, but the individual, the soul, is declared dead, not alive. It would seem only logical that they would then agree upon when the essence of the human body enters, essence of the human enters the body. It would logically appear to be the point at which the brain waves begin to function. The time this occurs is approximately 10 weeks into the pregnancy. It is a very definitive point in fetal development and is subject to scientific measurement. Do the three, religion, science, and philosophy, agree upon this definition for the beginning of life? No, they do not agree because they have not come to a consensus upon a definition of life. The definition of life has eluded them because they do not have a unified view regarding what life is, and so we remain in conflict. Society remains in conflict. Conflict over principles remain the major stumbling block we have to developing a long-term stable society capable of leading us into a form of peaceful coexistence with the universe and its life forms. Why all this confusion? Life has not been defined because philosophy has lost track of its primary aim, partly due to itself and partly due to the actions of religion and science to suppress philosophy. What does philosophy have to offer us as individuals? Religion has faith to give individuals. Science has observations to give individuals. But what of philosophy? Philosophy has reason, logic to give to individuals. It would seem that reason would be the strongest of the three, but faith is difficult to shake, which is why it is called faith. Observations are difficult to deny, which is why the expression seeing is believing is so widely accepted. Sometimes in the realm of faith, believing is seeing. Reasons, on the other hand, is based not upon faith nor observation, but rather upon both. Philosophy must take both into account while favoring neither of the two. Philosophy has attempted to create a niche for itself rather than to be the common foundation or bridge of both science and religion. This process has led to a flow chart starting with nothing at the top and then branching downward to the three categories of religion, theologies, science, and philosophy. This type of flow chart leads to competition amongst the three to climb to the top. The competition for power between the three is heated and nasty. It does not benefit any of us. The flow should be different. It should be symmetrical and create a box capable of being rotated upon any of its sides. One side is science, a second is religions, a third is philosophy, and the fourth is a unified view of the universe. Religion, science, philosophy, and a unified view must be strong enough to support the others. What is it that lies outside philosophy, science, religion, and a unified view? It is what is. It is what could be called the causative force, God. And what lies within the box? The universe does. And where are we, the individual? You and I, we as individuals, are inside of it all. In fact, we are expanding the size of the box by using any of the three sides to expand the remaining side. The wall of the box, composed of the unified view, has been our weakest link. It is time to work on this wall through the process of building a unified view. There does not need to be one unified view, there could be many. When science built a model of the universe, it did not create one theory. It built several: the steady state theory, the Big Bang, etc. Philosophy needs to build or use its own specialty, reason, and clarity of thought to assemble a strong, unified view based upon truths religions and science establish as their foundations.